Hey guys! So I'm doing a soul rebirth journey today. And soul rebirth journey is 60 minutes of energy, work, and wisdom. And this is for Tambra. And Tambra and I have some psychic mentoring sessions coming up. And she wants this soul rebirth journey to help raise her spiritual vibration for stronger connection in our psychic mentoring sessions and in meditations. So I'm going to go ahead and relax here. And Tambra, thank you so much for your open-mindedness to share this session on YouTube. And I'm going to relax and get connected with your spiritual atmosphere, and we'll see where Spirit takes us, okay? So, okay. Just continue to relax and let all of my energy go down into the earth here so I can feel more connected. There's a conversation I'm having with the spirit realm, and it's about raising your vibration and the focus being on psychic development and enhancing your meditation experiences. And there's sort of a conversation about what's at the surface of your spiritual atmosphere could be blocking or in the way of true higher vibrational connections. So we're just talking right now. So basically talking with the spirit realm sounds like this. So I'm just like bing 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 bing. There's like a energetic like ball that's bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I Abbey, on the human level, I'm just absorbing this awareness that we're communicating about raising your vibration. And do we need to focus? I'm sort of asking them, do we need to focus on just your psychic development side of things? Is there something here in your life journey that we need to clear out of there so you have more access to your psychic senses? So we're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and there's just sort of an energetic sort of communication going on here. Very, very kind energies I'm talking to. Really patient. Basically, there's a big old, I guess you could describe it as a bubble, but it feels like bubbles have air on the inside, but there's no air on the inside. It's more like a glop that is in a bubble shape, and it's sort of surrounding you, and it goes over your head. It's just surrounding over your head, and then it goes down to your waistline. So that's just sort of like we're just lifting that off and moving it out of the way. And it's kind of weighing you down, but I feel like you're, something about you is like popping out of the ground, and it sort of you're getting taller and brighter and stronger and more noticeable is the only way I could describe it. And you feel lighter, and whatever this is, it might have manifested a little bit of weight, energetic weight, but it's not really bringing you down. It's not controlling your life. It's not a force to be reckoned with or anything. It's just sort of like it was there. It's a heavy thing. We'll just get it off of there, and like, wow, you're actually really bright and you're lightweight underneath this, and you're just like really tall, and it's something about, here I am, see me, I'm bright and I'm lightweight and I'm airy. There's something pretty neat about this image, actually. And I keep thinking of a flower that just kind of got stepped on and then trampled into the earth, and then goes bing, and it just popped right up like nothing ever happened. And that's kind of what this is like that I'm experiencing right now. You actually are, you're showing me a curtain, like we're going to be watching a theatrical play, and it's a big deal because it's a big stage, big red curtain, and you're opening the curtain as if to say, I'm here and I'm ready to participate. I'm ready to put on a show. And it's delightful, actually. It's like I needed time to, sort of sort some things out. But I'm present. I am present, and I want to be present, and I want to participate. So this message is really positive about your psychic development goals, because you're actually, there's a frequency within your totality that is saying, I'm actually ready to participate and grow with this and see what happens. Like a hobby, I'm going to develop a hobby, I'm going to interact with it, I'm going to experience it, I'm going to practice it, I'm going to become better at it, and I want to focus. I've got a realm of energy that I want to focus on this. So that's actually saying that you're ready right now. So the I am ready now is actually in your spiritual atmosphere as it pertains to psychic development. That's pretty cool. But it's not just psychic development, it's the world. You're actually ready for the world right now. That's really exciting, because how many of us are ready for the world? We're like, I got this. Not ready for the world yet, but something about your spiritual atmosphere is saying, I'm ready. I can do this. I'm ready for the world. Hi, everybody. I'm here. I'm Tamara. I'm ready to put on my show. And it's really positive and bright and lightweight and airy. Okay, what's the next thing? I'm going into the next layer here, okay? So next layer feels a little bit more clenchy, a little bit tighter. So let's go in here and see what happens. All right. Your spirit guides are smiling and really sweet and patient. But I feel, like my heart feels poured out, and I feel exhausted in my heart. This is a big deal because we need to get your heart feeling good. I feel it big time inside my heart. And it's dried up, but it's also not. What it looks like in here is, you could define as the inside of a pumpkin without all the seeds. So you've taken all the seeds out and you just have a hollow space, but it has that effect to the sides where it just sort of looks kind of fleshy. But it doesn't, and it looks kind of rotted, but not terrible. But suspended in the center of this is your heart. This version of your heart that is feeling challenged, okay? Is feeling vulnerable. So this version of your heart is actually kind of like it's not necessarily like an apple, maybe like a red jalapeno in the shape of it, but it's not spicy. It looks kind of beat up, and you wouldn't want to buy that, or a hot tamale, that like red jalapeno. It's just what it looks like. That would be definitely, you would probably say to the produce manager, what is this red jalapeno doing this sort of like it looks black in places, and it looks like mold had gotten in there. And why is it why is it with all these other red jalapenos that are healthy looking? This one's gonna rot them all out. This is disgusting. Sorry, Tamara, but it looks gross, okay? So this is your heart this part of your heart has been kind of taking a beating. So let's try and bring some love and life back into it, okay? It's kind of cool though that you have all this positive stuff at sort of the surface, but we're just going into the vulnerable layers so we can raise your vibration. And you need to have like a heart beating with love and joy, because that is the central component of psychic development. Okay, so I'm just looking at your heart here. This is just a part of the bigger picture. Okay, this is a big part of it though, and what is at the surface of your experience, all right? So there's just energetic reactions to this, and with the mental body and the soul reacting, and you're just kind of soul's reacting here. In the heart portal and in the head is reacting, and it's kind of clenching, like in pain, not necessarily in anger. So it's just sort of clenching in pain right now. It's clenching in pain, okay? Sorrow coming up to the surface, mental body's reacting here as well. And mental body's trying to see or process the meaning of this. And heart is feeling it, okay? So this is a big deal, and there's a lot of soul movements going on related to it. So just allow everything to process and to vent, okay? This is really, really good. So just let it come out. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. There's a voice that says, but I wanted to be a dancer, but I wanted to be a ballerina, but I wanted to be like a pretty showgirl on the stage. It just keeps echoing this beautiful dancer, beautiful blonde hair that's all kind of fancy, like a 1920s or 30s, or like it's got those kind of waves and kind of prettily created, and she's wearing a red, like really tight, like a swimming suit, but it's not a swimming suit, it's like a bodice or something, and like a fishnet pantyhose, black, and so she's wearing like a bathing suit that's like a bodice thing, and then fishnet pantyhose and black shoes that make a clickety clack noise, like a tap dancer, and she has a little like a top hat on, but it's shorter, and she's cute. She's really, really cute. And like a little stick, like a baton or something, and it's black, and like she's gonna do some really fun tap dances, and she's really, really cute. And I don't know, she's got that showgirl style from olden days kind of thing. So some voice is expressing this, okay? And she never got to be what she wanted to be. That's what the voice says. And the empty stage is the emptiness inside her heart. And it was a dream that never came true. But she still has the spirit of this showgirl inside herself. The showgirl is so awesome. Like, she's showing me what she can do with her legs. It's kind of silly, like she's got great legs, but she's really good at tap dancing, and the way that she can clickety clack it and move her hips and her legs and her body, and the way that she's this gorgeous radiant smile and this red lipstick, and she's really pretty, and she's just fun. It's not only like she's really good looking, right, but she's actually just entertaining. She's like full of light, and you enjoy it. It makes you smile. It makes you want to be a tap dancer, and she still has the spirit of this dream inside of herself. So your soul's moving right now. So your soul's just kind of moving and reacting inside the heart portal. So we just let it. She says, I want to be, and it just goes dot, dot, dot. I want to be, dot, dot, dot. I want to be. I mean, it keeps saying that, but it never says what you want to be. It just says, I want to be, dot, dot, dot. Like a child that wants to grow up to be and never really defines what that is. But yet the showgirl emanation is still, the spirit of this is still here. And the empty stage feelings, it's still part of this, but it's not the only part of this. The more we experience the spirit of the showgirl, the more we kind of just would rather experience that than anything else. And it's overpowering, overshadowing any other idea that it was an empty stage or it never happened. But this still, it keeps echoing, I want to be, I want to be, I want to be, I want to be. All this stuff is happening all at the same time. So let's just see what happens next, okay? Something about the color red in you, and big red curtain, and I'm on stage, and some sort of red velvet seats for the viewers, and it's a big deal. Like, it's a big deal location, and there's something fancy, and the red velvet, there's something fancy about it. And it's sort of like red carpet too, like the feeling of red carpet as well, like celebrity, or like it's a big deal. I'm a special person. I get to walk the red carpet. Those types of feelings are intermixed here as well. And so obviously we're looking at a red jalapeno too, aren't we? So I'm gonna ask this red jalapeno. So why are you so hurt, and why do you feel so deteriorated and rotten? Can you tell me, help me understand? It shows me it transforms into a rotten tomato, and it's disgusting. I think rotten tomato is grosser than rotten red jalapenos. Like, I can hear it. A person that has a rotten tomato and is like, ew, and then they drop it on the ground, and I hear it splat like a human body that just fell off of a tall place, just goes like splatter, and then you can hear all this splat noise. It's like it keeps echoing splat, and it's like, ugh, it's a gross sound. It's a very gross sound. And it's not letting go. It's like rotten tomato, rotten tomato, rotten tomato, rotten tomato, splash, 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 splash. It's like, it's grossing me out. It keeps doing this over and over and over and over and over again. So there's an echo here that we definitely want to help that echo feel better about itself, and that's going to make you feel really good about yourself too. Okay, so this is going to get gross for a little bit, and a vomiting, like a upchuck feeling, but it's not necessarily I'm throwing up. It's like some energy in the upper gut, and it just like I feel like I'm going to barf that energy out. It doesn't feel like a nausea. Doesn't feel like a human natural I'm gonna puke thing. It's like a spiritual puke. So there's some sort of spiritual puke thing happening from the upper gut, and it's coming out. Okay, it's interesting how puke is intertwined with upper gut, heart portal, throat. Okay, so it's all coming up, these primary locations, and they're screaming involved. And hate, why did this happen to me? And it's screaming involved. A lot of red keeps, it's just like splattering red, screaming, why did this happen to me is now what I'm experiencing. Man, is it exhausting in the upper gut, okay? Very exhausting. Mental body is evaluating what this means to it. Mental body is trying to make sense of it, and upper gut is still, it's like barfing out blood, and it just keeps happening. But it's like a spiritual barf, not like a physical feeling. Mental body's reacting here. So just letting it vent, okay? Mental body is is overwhelmed right now. So is looking at this, all right? So just there's reactions, a lot of reactions going on here. Heart portal feels it, gut feels it, mental body feels it, throat not so much. We're just continuing to let this stuff out, okay? Man, just letting it out. Okay, whew, that feels a lot better. Okay, everything's quiet right now. Exhausted. Gut still feels vulnerable and sensitive. It's like a shock effect to the soul kind of thing, and you're lying down and you're just staring at the wall. Just like a dead person. But you didn't die. And it's like freaky looking. It's like you snapped mentally, and you have no other, you don't know what else to do. You instinctively somehow move and lie down on the ground and just stare at the wall. And I can't even begin to explain what this is psychologically. It's like a mental snap. And the only thing left to do, because you died, but you didn't. You died somehow in your soul, and you just moved your body to the ground and you just stare at the wall. I'm telling you, it's one of the most messed up, because I can hear like circus noises and stuff in my ears, but nothing is registering in my head. Everything in the body is like shut down. And all I'm doing is just looking at the wall. That's it. Not moving. I experience that there's circus type sounds, but I'm just not moving. And the more I experience this, it's like something happened in back, like I got hit in the back of the head, and maybe I'm still alive somehow, but my whole body is not working. It's the weirdest experience. They're just showing me more images. This is all venting. Is this a real past life? Is this a real event? Energy has a way of telling us stories that relate to our deeper consciousness. So I can't define that for sure, but you are really telling me that this is my experience. This is real. So I'm just going with it. And I agree. This definitely is a real thing that your energy bodies are trying to make sense of this. And it looks like this to me. It feels like this to me. It feels like this happened to me. And this is how I reacted to it. And that even messed me up. And I don't know what to do. I can't even breathe, but yet I'm breathing somehow. I can't even blink. I'm just on the ground staring at the wall, and I think I might have died, but I'm not dead yet, and I don't know what to do. Your energy bodies are working together to share this story here with me. And they say this is real. So I'm just going to go with it. And it's like you got hit really hard on the back of your head with an object, okay? And there's blood coming out the mouth, and there's blood out on your head too. And you're just lying there with your eyes open. Like, it's creepy looking. It's creepy looking. And you're just looking at the wall on the floor. And you can feel the floor is cold. All right? You can feel stuff, but you can't move at all. It's weird. I'm just going to allow all the energy bodies to just take a look at the scene with me. I'm a representative of love, so it's okay to let's just take a look at it. You want to show me this, I'm looking at it with you. I'm telling you it's creating huge improvements in all your energy bodies to get this out. They're all looking at it. Gut, heart, throat, third eye are the ones that are looking at this right now. Physical body just seems sort of like somehow there, but it's not really like grasping this, that it's a part of this experience. It feels like all these energy bodies are part of this, and they're trying to figure it out. So they're working together to look at it together and try to figure it out together. And they're actually way more in harmony and balance than they've been this whole time. So we just accept it, looks like this, feels like this, and we just take a look at it, okay? And the more we look at it, the more we can release it, all right? And transform it. So one version of yourself comes and moves the chair out and is going to try to pick you up and set you in the chair, and you're like a lifeless person. And you're even like, your head is kind of disgustingly lying, and you got blood streaming down like this, and it's just very disturbing to look at it. You're still in your body though, you're still alive, but you can't move anything. It's very disgusting and creepy and gross. It's gross looking. It really is. It's disturbing. You're just in the chair and it's happening here, okay? This is even scarier because it's so I'm just going to tell you. Another ingredient of the story says that that you'd somehow gotten tricked and somehow like kidnapped in a way, and some type of drug or something to render the body catatonic was prescribed or put into your drink or something of this kind, but you're still alive. And whoever this part of yourself is that picks you up appears to be a good person, but they're pulling something out of a box, and I'm telling you, I'm hearing noises like opening a wrapper, utensils, like it's creeping me out, like they're gonna do something disgusting to your body. It's creeping me out. And so we just go with it because you need to vent all of this. It's creeping me out. I feel like I can't move. I'm gonna die. Somebody's doing this to me. Your energy bodies are saying that this is how I feel. So we just go through this stuff, okay? It's interesting because this is beneath the surface of I am light and I'm free and I'm ready for the show and I'm ready to do this thing. But yet beneath the surface we still have this going on, okay? We all have pockets of this going on in different places, okay? So clearing this out, bringing this into balance is going to make you feel even awesomer. And they're not going to let me escape. They're not going to let me say, okay, well, I get it now. I get it. So let's see the next thing. spirit guides say this has to complete itself. So we need to continue to look at this image. And I say, all right, well, let's just speed this up. Like, let's make it get as disgusting and as disturbing as that we can, so that we can move on already. Like, I don't want to look at the scene as like really disturbing, because I can feel it on so many levels. And it's not like I'm watching a TV. It's like I am participating in the event, and it's like pretty. It's like, come on, why does it have to take so long? Like, why does this torturous moment have to take so long? And it's torturous on levels that isn't just somebody torturing you. It just the reality of just even simply not being able to move your body in a small room, and somebody's just walking in and putting you on a chair like you're a lifeless doll, and there's blood streaming down, and you feel like there's sounds and you can't resonate with anything, and just creepy. Like, what are you going to do to me? It's terrifying. It's very terrifying. So what is going to happen here? This man is definitely attracted to you, and he can't decide if he's attracted to you, in what way he's attracted to you. Like he has you now, so he could do whatever he wants to you. And something of the attraction is to torture you, because you're so beautiful, and some sort of delightfulness and creating a procedure to slowly desecrate your beautiful body is like the most delicious thing. But at the same time, he's extremely aroused by it. Like, so he wants to also have a sexual experience with you, but you're not functioning, you're not moving, so he can't make up his mind, and he even enjoys this pleasure of trying to decide. So it's really disturbing, okay, on many levels, and it's terrifying. And he whispers something in your ear that it's, he's going to take this nice and slow. And he smiles. And he's looking into your heart right now. And he can hear inside his own heart that your heart is still beating. But you can't move. You can't scream. You can't react. You're still alive. And you're still conscious. He just finds this to be so delightful. You can't say no to him, and he can do whatever he wants, and he knows that you're still conscious. Oh, it's awful. It's terrifying. I tell you, you know what? Let's. I'm shifting gears here with your psychology, because you're trapped. So you can. I'm giving you some sort of self-empowerment. So I'm here helping you through the experience. This man is a decent sized man. He's older. He's got his stance is kind of robust because he got a big belly. He's got some gold chains, but he looks kind of like a mafia man is really what he looks like. He has some silver in his black hair. He's got an Italian appearance. He doesn't have any facial hair. You can imagine he has one gold tooth and rings on his pudgy fingers. And he dresses very nice with a black suit coat and a dark blue shirt that's buttoned down, so you can see a little, just a couple buttons. Not like 70s style, but he's just kind of, he dresses nice, but he doesn't have a tie on. He wears nice black pants and a belt. But he's a robust man, so he's probably in his late 50s kind of thing. So I'm shifting gears and I'm connecting with your consciousness. And we're going to clear out the fear-based energy and the feeling of being controlled, okay? And to give you life force energy and give you your power back, okay? I am helping you to feel your hands and your toes, feel your legs and your arms, feel your body, feel your physical body. That's why it's like, where's your physical body and all this? It feels like it's just like kind of took a vacation or something. And so I'm allowing you to feel your physical body working with your energy bodies, okay? And so I'm helping you to wake up all of your senses so you can move your body, okay? And your nerves too. to give you function and to give you the strength to stand up and to help to tell this part of you that you are not controlled, that there's nothing here that has the power. I'm changing the entire potential of the scene from what is the girl that is the most terrifying story of all time, to the girl regains power and function of her body and gets out of the situation like a Wonder Woman, okay? So we're going to alter the vibrations from victim to I have the power, all right? And also, he's not a threat, just so you know. He appears to have a lot of control and ways to manipulate things to make you feel powerless. And his preference is to manifest a powerless experience for you and threaten you in ways, but he delights in the whole experience, this part of himself. It's kind of a twisted part of himself. And but in the end, he doesn't have any power at all. He was a threatening person, but he doesn't have any power at all. So we're actually looking at a scene that is starting to resonate with the now, from like what could be an echo from another lifetime. And it doesn't even have to be from like the 1920s. It could have been from some other time and place where it felt like this and looked like this on some other level. But this is coming from different parts of your timeline, okay? Echoing in and manifesting this moment today so we can see it and clear it out of there, and you don't have any relationship to whatever that was, okay? So we're just, here's him, here's you, and we're having an interaction. I'm bringing you to life force energy, okay? Bringing you to empowerment. I'm bringing you to the ability to stand on your own 2 feet and just say, thanks for the experience. It kind of sucked and you terrified me. Yep, you did a good job there. But now I'm kind of waking up. And I feel my body and I feel myself in my body, and I'm actually able to stand up and just say no. And that's all. That's actually all you need to do. You don't need to retaliate. You need to cut his face off and feed it to him. You don't need to do anything. You just need to stand up for yourself and just say, I'm done with the experience, and now walk out the door. That's actually on the energy level, you have the power to do that, okay? On the human level, it'd be a lot harder. It'd take a miracle kind of thing, but in the energy world, you can do that, and you can manipulate the energy. You can do anything you want. You can change your past lives at any time. You have the power. We all have the power to do this. So I'm giving you the power. I'm giving you the power. Here's you. Here's him. I'm helping you stand up. I'm giving you the power, and I'm having you look at him. I'm having you to follow through with this transformation, okay? I'm still empowering you. I'm still helping you to become empowered here. It doesn't just bam, I'm empowered. It's like it takes realization, self-realization to become empowered, okay? So I'm just encouraging it to manifest. Let's see what we can do to get you to wake up, all right? Body is a part of this. Physical body is a part of this. It's not on vacation, it's participating. It's not asleep, it's awake. And all the energy bodies are interconnected and working with the physical body, and everybody's coming alive now, okay? And we need to I might as well activate all the chakras, all right? Above the head, below the feet, because everything needs to I'm open, I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm functioning, I'm working with the body, I'm working with the soul, I'm working with above the head, below the feet, I'm working with all the dimensions of energy. It's like I am that which I am. Kind of feels like I am, one of these big moments, okay? So we activate everything, get the heart portal feeling awesome, and then everybody can work in conjunction with the heart. So the heart and the soul. So we're just doing that here. Oh. So just stretching things out and releasing what's in the way. Okay. Let me see. You have another version of yourself connected to the spine, and it's coming out and saying, Abbey, I can't do this. There's the red version of you that's standing up and is ready. This black version is attached to the spine and says, I can't do it. And I say, okay, well, can you help me understand why you don't feel like you can do it? I just would love to know why. This black version says, because I love this man. And I like making him happy. Even if happiness is to destroy me, his happiness then becomes my own happiness, even in the experience of destruction and pain and suffering. You go to him and you give him a hug. He can't see you, this part of yourself. He can't see it, but you are being affectionate towards him and telling him how much you love him and are so grateful for this torture-esque experience. Because you got to feel how delighted his soul was, and it was a part of your soul too, so you got the pleasure of torturing yourself as well. So it was kind of on a soul level, we always have lots of different parts of ourselves, working with the chaos and working with the love, the angel and the devil side, and they can get twisted together, and we can attract certain experiences because some deeper parts of ourselves want to be treated with abuse because we want to abuse ourselves and whatever it might be. But that's the truth. That's the truth. So this is good. This is coming to the surface so we can heal this. So it's going to heal self-worth, right? I love myself experiences. I love myself enough to say no. But this is old stuff. This is actually, you have this dark version of yourself actually has a really ancient root with actually exploring the chaos sides of love, the twisted sides of love. So this isn't a recent thing. This started a very long time ago. It started a very long time ago, this pathway. So your soul's been on lots of different pathways, and this one here is just a part of that, okay? And can attract very challenging relationship experiences because it likes it. And it likes that for some reason. So the angel side of you, the side that none of us want those experiences, because we just want to know what love is. We just want to feel love, but it's still interconnected with each other. So I got to go back down to that root, okay? Beneath the surface of all of this, okay? So I ask the heart of her heart, when did you start enjoying being this, when did you start feeling an attraction to these types of experiences? So I'm talking to deeper, even a more ancient part of your soul, okay? So we can get in there and start to heal that root. Because it feels like it's your pathway, your train tracks are shifting. So you're shifting more towards I want more love-based experiences, and I'm feeling complete with all the learning journey with the twisted sides of love, and I want to heal that root. And I wouldn't be able to see it if your higher self wasn't wanting to expose it and say, Abby, I need you to work on this for me so that I can shift my train tracks to attract new experiences to work with love instead of twisted love. So your higher self wants me to see this. So I'm going to go into the root and heal it so we can shift your train tracks, okay? And this is going to shift what you're attracting into your life, all right? And it's just a deeper part of yourself that is influencing it. And you would have it's like there's our consciousness. Our consciousness says, I want a happy life. But deep beneath the surface of us, there's all these collective parts of ourselves that have been through all these experiences. And some of us are on the chaos side and some of us are on the love side. And we're trying to always bring this stuff into balance. And so we start to learn more and more and more through bad experiences and good experiences, and healing experiences and self-destructive experiences. And we're trying to all bring ourselves into balance as we self-realize through all the experiences. It's pretty extreme. The soul journey is really extreme. So as a human being, to try to make sense of it, it's just the more extreme you can get the reality of it, the closer you're going to get to the truth of it. So all right, so down in this root, so I'm just going to have a conversation with her. She actually is, something is changing in here at this level. Something is changing in her at this level, and it's sort of like she was hearing me talk about this, and she's starting to turn white. Not like pale as a ghost, but like with white light. She's changing already. And her eyes are really big, and it's like she's looking through me as she's remembering something from a long time ago. And it has to do with a baby. I'm just gonna play it out as it looks. I just see like a haunted house and a creepy grandma who's like a skeleton face holding a baby. That's what I see. So let's just let it be what it is, and let's see. She starts to turn into a skeleton, and she can't even scream from the terror. And she's turning into bones and falling into a pile on the ground. And a white light version of herself is still standing here without the density. The white light version goes to the grandma and says, "You are released now." Is it a grandma? Is it mother? It feels like a grandma. And it touches the haunted house and says, "You are released now," and takes the baby. Gives the baby a kiss on the forehead and touches the mental body to open the eyes and to release some sort of ingestion in the mental body. A light version of yourself here. The baby just smiles and then sort of just turns to dust. Everything just turns to dust, and it's blowing away. And that whole root feels like, that feels so much better. It's like you have a really awful knot in the shoulder, and that knot just got rubbed out completely. I was like, wow, I feel so much better. I've had this like awful knot in my shoulder. I just need you to rub that out. Oh my God. That's what it's like in your spiritual atmosphere. Just like that knot just got rubbed out of there. It just happens to look like this. It's just the way it's communicating, but that feels freaking awesome now. She is crying, and when we go back, we have the sort of the red you that is ready to move on, the empowered side, the I am in control of my life side, and then that black version, and that sort of turned white, and all this, everything disintegrated, that healing thing happened. So we're back in here, and this light side of yourself is sort of crying as it reconciles everything. The man is just standing here. He's just timed out right now. And she's saying, why was I doing this to myself? Why was I wanting these experiences? Why was I wanting to hurt myself in this way? It's sort of like her mind is still trying to reconcile it, but she's feeling a lot better in her heart. And that attraction to chaos is transforming, okay? To an attraction to I love myself. I'm not hurting. There's no sore or pain. There's no wound in this way. So that doesn't hurt anymore. So I feel complete. I feel healthy and strong. It's relaxing more and more. And this white light, the crying girl, is sort of going to the ground and starting to dissipate. It's just starting to clear the air. It's all just fading away like it never happened. You're just totally disconnected from that hurt, okay? You are exhausted right now. You are really exhausted. We're just coming back to like the central center, and we're just seeing how everybody is feeling, mental body, throat, heart, upper gut. These are these main ones that are like, help me right now. So we're just seeing how everybody's doing. They're asking me to go back and help that red version of you to leave the room now. And the timed out is now in motion. You're going to take it from here. You kind of look like a superhero woman, and you're dressed in like red spandex, and you have really awesome like red high-heeled boots that the boots go up to like your mid-thigh, and you got this like really attractive red like leather outfit, and you got a red whip as well. And so you're looking at him. You're like a superhero. He's like a corruption of Gotham City or something. And you actually love him too inside your heart. And you go to give him a hug and you say, when are you going to let go? You tell me that your soul came here to help him learn how to let go of things. that he gets attached to. His soul gets attached to an idea. He just can't let it go. And it's something about attachments. So your soul's helping him through this as though this is like a real person in your life. And you love this person in your soul. You love this soul very much. And you're still giving him a big hug, and he's sort of timed out, but he's receiving this. It's almost like he went catatonic, but his consciousness is still awake, and he can't move. He doesn't know what to do. He's in stunned, like he got stunned. But you're moving. He's turning red now and turning into a dust on the ground. It's like you gave him like the kiss of death or something, and then you just turned red and then turned into dust. But you didn't, I don't know what to make of it. It was like your superpower. And then it wasn't a bad thing though. It was just a completion thing. And then you open the door and you leave, but you don't want any walls, and you want to have freedom to go where you please, to be who you want to be. It's like, I want to be, but it's not, I want to be, I don't know. I want to be, like capital B-E. I want to be, So it's like, I want to be. And you don't want to have any walls. You don't want to have anybody telling you what to do. You want to have the freedom to be, be yourself, be who you are, to just be, So we're just removing, you're sort of in an underground space, hidden secret space, and now we're going up. So we're just dissolving all the walls, okay? And we're just helping you to go up in vibration. And I'm looking back into that sort of inner pumpkin with the rotten red tamale. It's this is instantly growing into a full-size heart, and then the pumpkin shell is just breaking off. So it's just open and ready to beat. Your heart is beating, and it's bright red. So the color red is really important here for your healing today. And you're just going up in vibration. I just see the superwoman version of you just like breaking down all the walls, breaking all the rules of how far you can go, how high you can go vibrationally. It's actually really cool. And you're letting old hurt parts of your soul journey go. So because old hurt parts of your soul journey say, I'm hurting, and then they attract hurt, which proves that, it keeps them in a state of I am hurting. So when those parts, the I am hurting parts of your soul, start to receive love, now you're more love than you're more I am love than I am hurting. So you attract more love than the I am hurting experiences, okay? So you feel super awesome right now. I'm just gonna continue watching you go up in vibration here. And everything is like drying up and falling apart. And that was really way down. So we've got a lot of layers here that are just dissolving and falling apart, because the only thing that was holding that structure together was that energy clump that looked like this scenario and felt like this scenario was real, and now it isn't anymore. It doesn't even exist anymore. The vibration is cleared out of there. So all this stuff is breaking apart right now. Your spirit guides are really lovely people, and they're just sort of smiling and patient and quiet, and they're just sort of enjoying the show, I guess, is kind of what their behavior is like, and they're just smiling. They just are. It's really sweet. Really, really sweet. They're echoing an image to me, and you are in like a white egg that's glowing. You're on the inside of it, and you're smiling, and you're super beautiful and radiant, like an angel, like a human angel, and you look just so beautiful and radiant, and you're just all this glowing white light. It's so beautiful. You feel beautiful on the inside and the outside. It's really nice. And you feel in gratitude as well. And you bow and thank your higher self for manifesting this or saying that it is time, because obviously as human beings, we always want it to be time to feel better and have access to higher vibrational energy. So we're always thankful for those moments. So it's like, but you chose it for yourself. It's actually you decided inside yourself, Tambra, that you wanted to heal this stuff. So it's not really like some awesome, like God said it's Tambra won the lottery today and now she gets the love today. It's like you actually chose it for yourself. So that's kind of cool to acknowledge that this healing and this manifestation, everything is you that did it. You actually did it. And your soul is saying, I am ready now. You are. And that is the part of you that is your higher self, okay? Because we're always in trying to attain, or we're always trying to become more of the highest vibrational versions of ourselves. But sometimes we're in the process of becoming higher vibrational, or more loving or wiser, I suppose. Be the wiser, more expanded version of ourselves. We even have to go down into dark places in order to become more expanded and wise. So we have to rip ourselves apart, basically, and then self-love along the way, and all this healing and all this other stuff. And it's a really hard journey, but that's what manifests the wisdom and the highest vibration. So sometimes you got to go down the wrong path in order to become more than you ever were before. So there's something to high vibration. Isn't just about love, it's also about chaos, and learning from being twisted up and lost in it, and then finding your way back into the light by choosing the light. And wow, you just really powerful souls come from those types of journeys, and your soul emanates that too, which is really, really, really cool. And it's just like a special part of who you are. And that's pretty cool though too. You're a lot wiser than you know. Like, as human beings, like we want to feel more wise, but you are actually wiser than you realize. Like, you're manifesting more for yourself than you're giving yourself credit for. Really, really powerful stuff. Life-changing stuff, soul-changing stuff, high vibrational stuff. You're doing it. You are doing it. Some sort of instinctive part of yourself is manifesting these changes. Because you're ready. You're ready more than ever before. Okay, so something shifting and changing here, okay? Oh, this huge shift, and it's like, it's exhausting. And exhaustion in the mental body just wants to pass out, just wants to collapse and fall asleep. And Heart Portal is saying something, okay? So I'm gonna go with it, and it's very exhausting on my head. I just feel like I'm gonna fall asleep instantly. So tired. I'm just allowing it to happen. This is interesting. You had put a part of yourself to sleep, and there's even a lighter body version of yourself that's going up to a higher dimension, okay? So you have a part of yourself that you've completed, and it's sort of like a shell, like the cicada. They crack open that shell, and the shell is left on the tree or whatever, and then they're out of the shell as their real body. So you just cracked open a shell and just left it behind, and your real body, which is your light body, is actually going to a much higher dimension. So you're actually accessing, this is a pretty big deal, and you're accessing the truth. More and more and more the truth of who and what you are as the light body version of yourself, okay? So that means you have more access to the potential, like the possibilities, like more access to everything that's out there, okay? And when you're heavier, heavierness, that like density, keeps us kind of locked in the self-imprisoning experience of being human, right? Because being human is very difficult, complex, and we're struggle all the time in different ways every single day, right? But that's the joy. That's the joy of it. But you just left behind a huge chunk of what you don't need anymore, and it's connected to the I'm stuck, the I'm self-imprisonment of the human dense experience. You just left a big shell behind, and now you're like even lighter than ever before. It's pretty cool when I get to see something like this happen. I mean, you're so light right now, and you feel light, and you feel like you're remembering who you are, and you're returning to a place. You had to kind of fall from that place to go learn some things down there, in the chaos, in the mucky mac of the human journey that is difficult and abusive, and it's like I hate, and why is this happening to me, and I just want to cry and just let me sleep, and then I have a headache today, and like all of that. So you wanted to go down there. We all do. That's why we're all here, because we want to go down here. But in the process, we get the learning done, and then we can crack those shells and then go back to access those higher vibrational spaces and return to a more enlightened version of ourselves, okay? And then we have access to other higher vibrational versions of ourselves. So, and just of our spirit God, like just, it's a whole universe of love out there. So you're reacclimating yourself to all kinds of amazing soulmates, in like a much higher dimensional place of love, okay? So it's pretty cool message that you're completing a cycle, okay? And you're returning to a higher place of love. This is pretty amazing. You're just here smiling, and you're soaking this achievement up because it feels like an achievement. And you're happy, and there's a kind-hearted man that's at this vibration with you, in this love with you, and he's so proud of you, and he gives you a really big hug, and you feel reconnected in a level that it feels like it's been a long time since you've both been able to connect on this dimension, at this space, okay? It's vibrational space. So you're hugging, and your hearts are like so happy, and it's kind of romantic and intimate is the way it feels, and it's very loving. Like he is like a divine masculine emanate, like he's very balanced, you're very balanced, so like, but I can feel the balanced male and balanced female that are holding each other and kissing each other too, because you love each other on a very like special level, okay? And that's what's going on right now. That's still happening, and I'm just gonna allow your soul to just enjoy that moment. So, I mean, it's still happening, and it's like you're becoming brighter and brighter, and he's getting brighter and brighter, and it's just like really loving connection. And your souls need this time, so there's really nothing more I can do right now. So I'm just gonna relax for a minute. Feels so much better. Focus, the spirit guides are saying happiness and love. Focus your heart and your thoughts and your reason for being on happiness and love. And I want to be is now I am being, or there's no walls or boundaries, and to continue to focus all that you are on happiness and love. And that's this last message. All right, Tamara, I'm gonna disconnect here from your spiritual atmosphere. You're pretty happy right now. And I'm just returning back to my body here. All right. So that's all I have to share with you. That was really interesting. It's always like every experience is totally different and unbelievable, and you just never know what's gonna happen. So yeah, you definitely reached a pretty awesome place vibrationally. Okay, thank you so much. And for those of you watching, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful day.